What is important to know is that the average median age of a homeless individual in the United States is 9 years old. 3 leading causes for homelessness: lack of affordable housing, unemployment, and living below the poverty line.
Honor has been serving Orange County's most needy residents since 1974. We help others needing our resources by providing a number of programs for those in need. Here are some facts about Honor. On any given evening, our adult and family shelter is prepared to serve over 100 individuals. Our youth shelter, A Friend's House, is a short-term shelter for youth in crisis serving ages 1 through 17. At any given time, Honor can have residents ranging from infancy to 80 years old. Our Honor Recovery Program offers addiction treatment services. Our Links program develops an independent living plan for residents. Through Honor Industries, participants are given the opportunity to experience a work environment where skills can be developed. Honor also offers 2 food pantries, serving over 50,000 meals a year to the community outside of Honor. For those in our shelter, our cafeteria serves over 150,000 meals a year. Honor offers all of this and so much more.
The magic of Honor to me is after a person's here a while and they finally realize that they're gonna get a place, they're gonna get an apartment, is to see the happiness in a child's face when they walk out the door and say, we're going home. That's the magic of Honor to me.
I would say the magic of Honor is that we operate and we are open and we are called to provide services 24 hours, 7 days a week, 365 days in a year. Circumstances, unforeseen situations bring people here to our shelter and to Honor. And the environment that we create here for those families and those children is magical.
The staff is the magic of Honor because they come here every day open-hearted, wanting to do whatever they can to assist people.
What makes the staff special is their own attributes in themselves and their willingness to assist each client based on their individual needs.
It's not just that we're staff, but we're like family. I mean, when it comes to the clients and it comes to working together and making sure we surround these families, these individuals, you know, whether it be someone detoxing our MAC unit to someone who comes in as a homeless family or a runaway homeless youth, we all really get together and try to surround that person with as much stuff as they need whenever they, you know, whatever it takes.
My favorite moment working here, a family came in or an agency and did a tea, brunch, or dinner, and they put out fine china with these beautiful tablecloths and flowers on the table. I'm gonna start crying even on camera. And everybody just felt so special. Who, you know, when many individuals who are destitute have shared with me how that makes them feel. That they don't feel important, that they feel less than, and it made them feel so special, so acknowledged.
So right around the holidays, had a fella stop in who I had at a friend's house, the youth shelter, and he stopped by 15 years later, this past December, and told me the impact that I had on him. And it's hard for me to believe, but he remembered that, showed him how to throw a football. You know, things that for me I take for granted every day with my son out in the front yard. But you know, it was important to him to come back and said, I wanted to come home, and that was you know, he was 15 at the time. He's 30 now, but he wanted to come home. For him, it was like returning to high school and just going to his class reunion. But he wanted to come here, and that was a special moment.
Honor was here when they needed them. They were hope. People actually care. A lot of them didn't even know me that well, but they took me in anyway, so I will always be grateful for that. You know this is a place to come to, but you can't stay here indefinitely, and there's always people that are worse off than you are, so let's find a job, get back on your feet again. They presented options. And if I took my own path, I was fine with them. They were helping. They pointed me in the right direction, but you have to take the initiative yourself. It's just knowing I got a place to go if I lose it all, I got a place to go. It's a worthwhile place. It's worth keeping open. It's hope.
Becoming homeless can happen to anybody. I mean, I never thought in a million years that it would happen to me. I mean, I was making $60,000 a year selling cars for a living. I was doing great. I was at an excellent point in my life, very, very happy. And out of nowhere, you know, something out of my control happened. I became incredibly ill, lost my job, and, you know, it was a downward spiral from that point forward. Well, if it wasn't for this place, I wouldn't have been able to get back on my feet. I would have been lost out there, you know? I mean, a lot of people have this misconception that people that are homeless are by choice, or it's because they have drug problems, or, you know, numerous other things. And, you know, I mean, someone's house could burn down out of their control. You know, someone could become incredibly ill and not be able to pay their bills. You know, it can happen to anybody.
If we had more financial resources, we would be able to get things like another refrigerator or another freezer. So instead of buying just, you know, a little bit for like Tuesday and Thursday's dinners, we would be able to buy enough food for, you know, 2 weeks worth of food, and we could get it at a cheaper cost.
You know, most people go out at least once a month, some weekly, for a dinner, a movie, a drink, you know, a cocktail. If you were to even take 10% of that and donate that for those who are homeless and destitute and addicted, you would probably be helping to save many lives.
The video you have just watched has been asking for donations and volunteers. I would like to make it perfectly clear that we in Honor are so thankful and humbled by all the resources we currently receive. We'd like to thank the local police departments, our local county government, all our supporters, and all our donors. I'd like to take this special moment to thank all the dedicated staff of Honor. Your blood, the sweat, the tears, your commitment, and your crisis management are the true magic of Honor. And to our dedicated administrative team, Kathleen Morgan, Marilyn Fury, and Liz Schmidt, I can't thank you enough for all your dedication and hard work that you provide each and every day. We at Honor are so grateful for all that we have, for it allows us to do so much for so many. But with your help, we can do even more. In closing, Honor is more than a homeless shelter. Honor is more than a food pantry. It is more than a substance abuse program, an outreach team, a case management program, or even a runaway and homeless youth shelter. Honor is an agency for the people and for those in need, and we will continue to meet the challenges brought to our front door each and every day.